Well, welcome to our 2017 Heritage Pageant. We gather here today to honour the 140th anniversary of the 1877 Nez Perce War and Flight. Joseph was chief of the Nez Perce, a Native American tribe of the Wallowa Valley in northeast Oregon. In 1877, 140 years ago, the Nez Perce were ordered to a reservation. The Nez Perce refused to go. Instead, Chief Joseph tried to lead 800 of his people to Canada, fighting the US Army all along their 1,100-mile route. They crossed Idaho and Montana, but they were trapped just 40 miles from Canada. After a 5-day fight, the remaining 431 of the original 800 were beaten. Some facts about that battle. 250 warriors of the Nez Perce fought for and protected the fleeing bands of Nez Perce, or in their language, the people. 550 elders, women and children made the historic flight. 2,000 horses and hundreds of dogs accompanied the entourage. The flight took 106 days during 1877, and the Nez Perce escaped capture by the US Army. So for 106 days they escaped capture. Good boy. Warriors carried bows and arrows, knives, and an assortment of frontier firearms. Okay, for 500 miles, Chief Lean Elk, or Poker Joe, led the Nez Perce from the Big Hole Valley through Yellowstone National Park and central Montana to Cow Island on the Missouri River. There were 145 casualties of the Nez Perce, killed or wounded, and that was in total from the whole 1877 war and flight. Nearly 300 escaped to Canada, more than 430 were imprisoned or resettled to Fort Leavenworth in Kansas and eventually sent to Indian Territory in Oklahoma, while another 33 were held prisoners of war at Fort Vancouver. On the US Army side, 2,000 soldiers were involved in the Nez Perce campaign, mostly between 20 and 32 years of age, and they were deployed during the whole of 1877 campaign. Enlisted men often joined to escape poor economic conditions, and there were many immigrants from all over Europe of incredibly diverse backgrounds involved in that campaign. They were involved in the campaign for 5 months, okay, in 1877. And they followed the Chief Joseph and his band for approximately 19 miles each day, okay? He was called by the Nez Perce General Day After Tomorrow, because that's generally when he arrived where they were today. Almost always 2 days behind the march. The US cavalry suffered 257 casualties, killed or wounded, or in total of their military personnel. And that resulted from the total campaign. And they were awarded a total of 21 medals, good boy, of honor for actions taken during that campaign. On October the 5th, 1877, at Bears Paw, Chief Joseph made his surrender speech. It was a very long speech, but I will read to you the famous concluding paragraph of it. I am tired of fighting. Our chiefs are killed. Looking Glass is dead. Tool Hulhulsate is dead. The old men are all dead. It is the young men who say yes or no. He who led the young men is dead. It is cold and we have no blankets. The little children are freezing to death. My people, some of them have run away to the hills and have no blankets or no food. No one knows where they are, perhaps freezing to death. I want to have time to look for my children and see how many I can find. Maybe I shall find them among the dead. Hear me, my chiefs. I am tired. My heart is sick and sad. From here the sun now stands. I will fight no more forever. Thank you. Good boy. Come with me now. Elodie, you come with me now. Tell them. Come here.